This is a Brawl Network production. You're listening to the Warriors Brawl Podcast.
Curry, long distance, puts it in. Steph and Curry with another. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Here are your hosts, comedians, and Golden State Warrior die-hard fans, Eli and Derrick.
What we
Brawl. All things Warriors all the time. You got the Slim Reaper here, Derrick Thompson.
And you got Eli Clay Podson.
Nice. I need to come up with a better nickname because I just jacked that from who's Slim Reaper? Oh, that's
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And
which is not.
We don't talk.
Yeah,
about
I
Kevin
should
Durant.
totally not steal his fucking nickname on the
We
Warriors,
don't
bro.
talk about Kevin Durant. You hear me, Kevin? You're dead to me.
I'm not saying he's anti-Warrior, but Warrior Nation is definitely anti-Durant.
No, I think.
Well, not anymore. I think
most people are like, look, he gave us so much, and
he tore his ACL. That's an
trying
ATL.
to win the thing. Yeah,
trying to win the fourth one.
No,
for you
I think
guys.
most people are very thankful. I am not most people.
You hate his guts.
I see this bitch ass
Oh my God,
basically inferring
Kevin!
that
I
I'm
didn't say that, Kevin. I respect your 7 feet.
What you mean? I got my back if he wants to fight me?
Man, his reach is too long, man. He'll punch both of us with the same swing.
Well, thankfully I know Muay Thai.
You gotta get close to him, though.
You know, that's the whole point of Muay Thai. It's good for short people because the whole point is you're supposed to draw your enemy into you for elbows and knees.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they call it the martial art of 8 limbs.
Oh shit! Check out Eli Black Mamba Trigon.
Listen, I'm happy for the championships. Thank you so much, and you're so great. Bop, bop, beep, bop, bop. But I just gotta say this.
Naughty freaking die.
You left because you wanted to prove something. You wanted to prove that you were the best in the world, that you were better than anybody else. But you can't. There is no way for you to prove that you're better than anybody else when you got a team that is that stacked. I'm sorry.
Well, you got to go toe to toe and bust ass like that more times than not for people to.
Exactly. At this point, I don't even care if he wins this year. I don't care if he wins next year.
Yeah.
Because the one time.
What about this and next year? Because that'd be 4 of those things.
I'm just telling you this. The one time that him versus Steph with similar teams went up against each other, guess who won?
They had similar teams?
Yeah.
Would you rather have Russ Westbrook or Clay?
Obviously, Clay's a Warriors pod.
Well, Clay's just a better team player, in my opinion.
But he also had Steven Adams and Serge Ibaka.
The great Australian.
I
I do like Steven Adams. I like his style. And he has a great sense of humor, too.
So I'm just saying, look, Kevin, thank you so much. I feel bad because I know you want to be recognized as like the best in the world, but you're never going to be. Especially because you're on the Nets and nobody gives a fuck about the Nets.
He has to buy a hairbrush first and get those peas.
But is he back playing yet, or is he still out with the hammy?
No, he's still out. Last I heard.
Yeah, that's bad news for us Warriors fans because I was like, oh, he's looking great. You know, Clay can come back great, but like maybe not. But also he had a lot of hammy injuries prior to the Achilles. I feel like.
I wonder how much of the long layoff he took has to play into that too. But who knows? It might be one of those injuries where if it's the playoffs he plays, but it's regular season and it's like why risk it?
Right. Yeah, so hey, congratulations to the Warriors. We finally got 3 wins in a row.
Bam! Like I predicted. I think I predicted all of those. I don't know. I have to go back and listen.
There were some good wins. I mean, the Pacers and
that's a good win.
Yeah, that's a good win. And the Knicks, that's a good win. I mean, that's the only team that matters in New York.
Got their revenge against the Hornets.
The Hornets, they got the revenge. So, you know, we righted the wrong, and then we got blown out by the Lakers.
Ran to a buzzsaw. Well, didn't the Lakers drop like 4 before that? And then they got Danny Schroeder back.
Right,
which
and they
frees
beat
up
Portland.
LeBron and the rest of them.
Right. And I think they also had a they had that circled on their calendar, because like they kind of got embarrassed by the Warriors.
Yeah, they blew that big lead.
Yeah, and probably the most amazing game that I've ever watched. And
oh my God, you with this the unnecessary superlatives.
Oh my God, when Steph hit that fucking
bang,
that 3 step back on Anthony Davis, I don't want to say what I want to do because it's a
Dave's
family
not,
program,
he's not good
but
defensively anyway, is he? I'm kidding.
not against Steph, but who is? Goddammit, who is
unstoppable, man? You need like 2 or 3 guys.
That's what they were.
He's getting swarmed all year.
That's what they're doing.
And didn't Draymond have like 3 triple doubles in a row?
No, but he's averaging like fucking 18 assists.
A few triple doubles.
9 finger bangs.
I called him, man. I was like, "Yo, Dre, you gotta step this shit up."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Fuck you," and hung up.
And I like how he's going to the hole a lot more. He's just taking it to the rack, which is cool. It's like, yo, you want to double Steph, triple Steph? I'm just going to fucking do my old man game and take it right up to the...
He's a smart basketball player. Man.
Yeah, I love Draymond Green so much. So the Lakers... I'm coming in kind of hot. The Lakers beat the brakes off of us, but I think they wanted to do that.
There's a wire ass.
Yeah, I know. I think it's just... I think the one thing we can take away from this game is obviously the Lakers are better without Anthony Davis. The writing's on the wall. He plays, we win. He doesn't play, the Lakers smoke us. So
I'm not gonna go with that.
So
I can't really agree with that.
No, but they played really good. Yeah, I tried to watch it, and it was just
It's hard to watch a game through tears, man. I understand what you're.
Well, it was my anniversary that day, so I had a good excuse. I mean, I was like, listen, we were at the dinner, and we got home, and I was like. We were down by like 30 points or something at the half, and I was like, let me just watch a little bit of the third. Just see if we could be going around. And when that didn't materialize, I was like, all right, girl, let me fucking bang you.
Since we got important stuff out the way,
right.
Let's make love. I forgot it was on. Realized it was on like maybe second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Turned to it. I'm like, this shit's terrible. I'm not ruining my Sunday by watching this.
Right.
And then I was like, I clicked back later on to see if they made a game out of it. And nope,
not at all.
Not at all.
But that's okay. Well, we're gonna have a couple of chances to do some bounce back wins against some really good teams.
You can't win them all.
Portland's on a slide right now, so I'm hoping that we can see some. And Steph just always shows up for the Trailblazers. I don't know what it is, but he always shows up for them.
I
think
he pulls it out of them. It's
right.
like when it's a premier point guard matchup, and wherever you got a guy at your position on the other side, or like a superstar in general. Mm-hmm. I think the best players get up for that kind of stuff. And Steph is obviously one of the best players in the league,
right?
Regardless of what the haters may say.
Yeah, I think he's better than Kevin Durant. I'll tell you that. I said it. Derrick just looked like he's seen a ghost.
I'm not going to co-sign that. We're talking about.
Where do you think Steph lies in the? You got the greatest players in the league. Obviously, you got LeBron at the top.
Is he at the top?
Obviously.
Let's start some controversy. Is he? Yeah. Is he really at the top?
Who's better than LeBron James? Right now, playing obviously.
Right now in the game, who would I rather have other than LeBron James? Well, I would say KD, but he's been out for a while and hasn't played. He's hurt too. Not only did he miss a full season.
That's what I'm saying.
He's hurt.
Now with what's happening, he's hurt. He's not playing. I mean, he looks great when he plays, but like he has major durability issues.
Yeah, like for me, it's only 2 guys even close, and that would be what KD and Kawhi Leonard.
You still on the Kawhi train? Well, they're doing.
Dude, I don't know how people fall off Kawhi train. Like, if you look at that, I know it's all because of that last series. But if you look at all the circumstances, nobody on the Clippers wanted to go to the bubble.
Okay.
And he had a bad fourth quarter in Game 6, and like all the Game 7 was pretty much trash. But that's like, dude, that's 8 quarters. Wait, let me do my math. That's 6 quarters.
Okay.
No, that's 5 quarters actually of bad basketball. So he's still there. He's still
so
a top-notch defender, and he's still like the best mid-range shooter.
So you take Kawhi or LeBron?
That's a tough one for me.
Yeah, because you hate LeBron.
No. It's like I look at what they can actually do on the basketball court. It's not about hate for LeBron, and I don't know which one is better right now. LeBron passes better. Kawhi's a better scorer.
Better defender.
Better defender. So it's honestly for me, it's kind of tight.
Okay, so we're gonna say
for
one or two interchangeably. You got LeBron and Kawhi.
To avoid being called a LeBron hater, LeBron's he's 1A and Kawhi's 1B.
And then you have Kevin Durant for 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and then is Steph 4, or who's above Steph?
That's when the waters get murky.
You can't say Giannis Antetokounmpo with how he's performed in the postseason.
Yeah, and like Giannis is like, you can game plan for Giannis and stop him.
Can't say James Harden.
Like I think what you need to, I don't think you can really stop Steph. You just gotta hope he misses.
Right.
Because like you can't say just run the extra guy at him and double team him. They've been doing this shit all season. He's averaging 28, 29 points.
Yeah.
So he's offensively unstoppable. The problem with Steph is like he can be a liability on the defensive end.
But his defense has gotten way better this year. Honestly, he's not falling asleep on plays. He's got active hands. Yeah. He's stronger. I mean, he's a little undersized, but not that undersized.
He's not a stopper though. He's not somebody you could throw on somebody.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, you can try to throw people at stuff all you want, but it's not going to be that great, you know.
You can't stop him. He moves so well without the ball.
So anyway, it can't be Giannis because Giannis has devolved in the playoffs every year.
True.
And it can't be James Harden because Steph Curry owns James Harden.
He has head issues. Like James.
How many times does Steph Curry have to beat James Harden in the fucking postseason for people to just be like, yeah, he's not fucking Steph Curry?
Well, Steph's so good, he has haters, man. The haters are always going to show up.
So it's not James Harden. Who else? Luka Doncic. His team fucking sucks.
Luka can't. Like, Steph's better at defense than Luka is.
Hey, he's a better scorer.
Yeah, he's a better shooter. I don't think he doesn't do as well as Luka's pass.
So he's got to be number 4.
Yeah, I put him at number 4.
Hell yeah!
I put him in
High five.
Yeah.
We kind of got lost on this because I just love to get people to admit that Steph Curry is better. I think he's better than
LeBron James,
Kevin Durant, because he beat him, and Kevin Durant was up 3-1 and he beat him, and Steph Curry was hurt.
But Steph Curry didn't have to deal with having Russell Westbrook on your team, or as
Westbrook is
my good
great.
friend Skip Bayless called him Westbrick. Hi-yo.
I love Skip Bayless's fucking corny ass nicknames. Jaja Pacheep Shot.
He's a nut catcher. No, he steps on feet. He fucks up ankles.
But we got to get on to some real topics here. So yeah, the Lakers blew us out. Got these 2 more games than the All-Star break. We've moved up. Are we still in after that loss? Are we still in
8th place?
We're still in 8th.
Yeah,
we moved up to the 7th.
Just hanging on.
We moved up to 7th briefly.
So it's like
and then I guess with that
half
loss,
game behind Denver.
Oh, with that loss,
Denver and San Antonio. It's like you're a game out of 5th place.
Wow,
which is almost on schedule with where I thought they would be.
Well, what do we always say? We wanted to be 500 by the All-Star break. Oh, we're definitely
There's no chance.
We're going to be definitely over that by.
Yeah, you got what, 2 games left?
Yeah. So great. So we're kind of ahead of schedule. If we can peel off one more of these wins.
Yeah, the last 10 games has been pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, the Mavericks. Look who's creeping up the thing. The Mavericks are doing good too.
That's what happened when you beat up on bums, Eli. Actually, I don't even know who they played.
Right.
But they got Porzingis back. He was hurt, and like he's obviously their second best player. So getting him back, they should be trending upward.
Right. Kelly Oubre continues to amaze and astound. He's really getting his...
Ever since you shitted on him, he's turning it around.
I know. You're welcome, Kelly Oubre. No, he's doing really good. He's lights out from the field. His timing with the slashing is so good because he's such a good dunker. Yeah. And when those defenses swarm Steph, all Draymond got to do is look for Kelly.
You got Draymond Magic Johnson out there.
Yeah.
Throwing dimes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
He's been passing his ass off. February was good to him.
Yeah, so Kelly Oubre's playing good. Andrew Wiggins is still good, but I kind of wanted to see him make a little bit more of a leap. I don't know. The problem is if he was just a little bit more of a facilitator, I would love a second unit to be he can run the second unit, right? So he just has the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
And then you got Mulder and Damian Lee on the wings to knock down open threes. And then you got the front court of Pascal and Wiseman, and he just does high pick and roll with Wiseman or Pascal, and the other one can be in the dunker spot, and they can pass it out to Michael Mulder or Damian. Like, I just think that would be really good. I mean,
do you think Wiggins is the third best player on the team? Because I do.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah,
now.
I think he's doing his job. I'm not as worried about him.
Yeah, I know. I wish we had Klay Thompson.
Hey, man, look, man, I wish I had $1 million. But I have to wait the next year, just like you have to wait the next year. But you rich next year.
Keep saying it. Yeah. So I don't know. They but yeah, the second unit has lost some of their magic. And I guess they're gonna bring up Jordan Poole and Nico Mannion for this game on.
So they moved them down to the G League?
The G League, but they're gonna come bring them up to play. And so, yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to try to maybe mix in some of that with Wanamaker's minutes, because he has been so great defensively, but offensively he's really struggling to make shots.
Well, as long as he's fulfilling his role as a role player, which I don't think it includes scoring, I don't have a problem with Wanamaker.
What's that?
As long as he's doing his role as a role player, which I think is defensively mostly. I don't have a problem with that. With his play, I guess.
Well, it'll be. I mean, I love Nico, man. He's my little red rocket.
But he's a rookie, though, man. He has the
right.
It's always a learning curve.
And
unless you're a fucking
I'm talking
star.
about Brad Wanamaker shooting. I mean, his shooting is fucking.
He's atrocious.
Yeah. So we'll see. But he's fast. And he's got some hops, and I love.
He's another playmaker.
Right. And I love my white players. My white American players. None of these Eastern European
I thought he was Italian.
I think he was born in Italy, but like his parents are American, and I don't know.
Does that count, buddy? Really? I'm kidding.
That's true. He's Italian.
But you're 100% healthy now, right? The Warriors are, right?
No, Marquise Chris is still out.
Who? I'm kidding, Marquise.
Well, I guess.
Well, healthier.
I guess we got to take a break from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll do some predictions, and
You got some trivia for me this week?
In 1998. No, I have no trivia, but we can talk about some predictions for these upcoming games, the rest of the season, and what are we looking for? What do we wish we saw more of from the Warriors? But for now, let's take a break from and hear from our sponsors.
No doubt.
Do you want to get in on the action? Well, thanks to our partnership with DraftKings, new users can play free fantasy sports with a first-time deposit. Here's how it works. Create your DraftKings DFS account, play free fantasy sports with your first-time deposit, compete against others, and rack up points as you compete for first place. Enter now. This offer won't be around forever. Just go to dkng.co/brawl to get these rewards. That's dkng.co/brawl. Act quickly. This offer won't be around forever. It's a minimum $5 deposit. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. We are also brought to you by Manscaped. Guys, take care of your balls.
Right now.
Every time you make a purchase for Manscaped, they will send money to support the Testicular Cancer Society if you do it before March 30th. Listen, I know that we've been locked up in cages for a year. I know that we're ready to get out of the house. But listen, if you have a special someone or you want to meet somebody when we can all go outside again, guess what? You gotta wrap your present. You know what I'm saying? Make the package look nice. Get Manscaped. Cut the hair. Put the ball deodorant on. Get the nice underwear. Make it good so that the girl wants to fucking suck it, okay? I can't tell you this enough. Women want a nice cock to suck on, but if it looks bad, they're not going to do it. Trust me, I do a podcast about sports. I know how to get women, okay? This March, we will include the reemergence of March basketball, and Manscaped wants you to take care of your balls. Remember, while you're cutting and trimming your balls, check yourself for the most common form of cancer in men. That's testicular cancer. Feel around your balls. Check for lumps. Make sure you're okay. If you're good to go, rub one out because I know that you will because I know that I do when I fucking touch myself. But anyway, Manscaped has a goal, right? They want to bring awareness to this cancer that unfortunately destroys so many men's lives. It's a very serious issue. So please support Manscaped so they can support the Men's Testicular Cancer Society. And if you order anything from right now, you can get 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com when you use the code BRAWL. Remember, go to manscaped.com and use the promo code BRAWL to get 20% off with free shipping. Guys, they have some great products. They have this lawnmower, which is like a buzzer that has like a skin safe technology thing. It reduces nicks and cuts. They have a ball deodorant that makes your nuts smell like, honeysuckle and vetiver and roses and whatever. And I'm telling you, they have great products to make you look the best you can get. I know that a lot of you wish you had a bigger cock. Unfortunately, that's not possible. But if you trim your shit, it looks a little bit bigger. I know that because I read it in a book. And the money that you spend on this will go to a good cause. So manscaped.com, use the code BRAWL. I hope you enjoy the products. All right, back to the show.
I got to check my balls, man.
What's that?
I got to check my balls, man. I'm going to rub one out first.
That's why
Because I'm a little impatient.
That's why I make sure to jerk off every day because I hear that's how you get the cancer out.
Oh, shit, I'm good then.
I was told that if you jerk off every day, it reduces the likelihood of cancer.
Oh,
now,
by what percentage do you know?
I don't know. I was the one who told this to myself, which is why it's
damn it! I thought you were talking to experts.
Listen, sometimes the best advice is the advice you give yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the Warriors. Yeah, man. So it's been a very fun year. Listen, the Warriors are watchable at least, which is
I think they're exciting to watch, man.
Really exciting because
a lot of energy.
As long as you got Steph Curry, you always got a chance to win the game. So that's really exciting. I would like the offense is still the big question mark. Sometimes the scoring can be a little stagnant. But I'll be damned. Steve Kerr was like, I'm going to make this team a top 10 defense. And you're like, a top 10 defense with Steph Curry and Andrew Wiggins? Like, what are you talking about? And he did it. I think we have the 7th best overall defense. I mean, it's really, really cool what he's done. I would love us to win a first series in the playoffs. I don't know if that's a possibility. I think it is if we get the 5th seed.
4 or 5, I think you can get a win.
Mm-hmm.
But anything below that, I don't see any of the top 3 teams losing in the first round. Now, if that 4 and 5 ends up being,
you don't think the Warriors?
If the top, the 4-5 matchup ends up being the Warriors or the Nuggets, that'll be a hard one.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're getting better all the time. I mean, we're light years ahead of where we were at the beginning of the season.
Well, healthy, man. You got to think about how many games have they actually played with all their players.
They play so good together. I think a big thing is, I want to see how far we can get Wiseman into sort of NBA form by the end of the year because
Still looks very raw.
He's so raw. Sometimes he just does these amazing moves, these thunderous dunks, these coast to coast things, and you're like, the truth.
But more times than not, rookies they just flash talent. It's very rare you find a consistent rookie.
Right.
Think back to last year. Was anybody really consistent as a rookie other than Zion when he played? He didn't play much, so that's a little inconsistency there, right?
Right.
Like him and Ja Morant were the only ones really.
But now he's playing
consistent.
great.
He's amazing now. It's like he's a baby Shaq out there.
Zion, yeah, for sure. So I'd like to see him get a little bit better, but before the year's over, and just defensively. I think offensively, my one thing is, and this was a question when they drafted him, was his shot selections kind of. Sometimes he takes shots and you're like, what are you doing? Early shot clock, fadeaway, mid-range jumper is just move the ball around.
Yeah, fall in love with that paint, man.
Yeah, dude.
You're
Take
huge.
it to the
You're
rack.
fucking huge.
Yeah,
fall in love with the rack and rebounding. But you just need him to be. You just need him to show enough improvement by the time the playoffs. Well, first of all, you need to get in there. So I guess maybe by the time when the playoffs start this year. because they pushed everything a little further back, right? So do the playoffs start in April or May? He needs to be peaking towards that final stretch of the regular season.
Right, exactly, so that he can be useful. Because honestly, he's one of our more reliable scorers at this point.
Yeah, dude, all he got to do is set that pick and then crash straight to the basket.
Right.
And, like, he's
Draymond
so huge.
or Steph can lob it up, and they'll find him.
Exactly.
So, but honestly, he's one of my favorite players to watch outside of Steph Curry on the Warriors right now, just because it's so raw, but sometimes you see it and you're just like, God, this kid can be so fucking good.
Right?
But I wanted to talk about this before we get into some predictions. Well, I guess there's only 2 more games, so we can do those now.
Yeah.
We got Portland Trail Blazers and the Suns.
Ooh. Dude, both those games
are winnable.
Hella important right now.
Hella important, and they're winnable.
Because, you get, Portland's 2 spots ahead of you, and Phoenix is 3 spots. So you close that gap considerably. Actually, when you beat somebody head-to-head, you gain the whole game, right? Instead of, that half-game bullshit.
Right. Yeah,
so if you play Portland tonight and won tonight, you go from 8th
just tomorrow, the game's
to
tomorrow.
5th.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I said tonight because, you don't know who else is going to move or who's going to win or lose.
Right.
So, yeah, dude, that's a
big game. Ooh.
And like you said, very winnable games, too.
Right.
Let's see what Denver plays tonight at Milwaukee. If they lose. Oh, the schedule, Denver plays Milwaukee at Milwaukee, and then Phoenix plays the Lakers. So you need both of those teams to lose. That'll be a half-game spot. And then that's a half-game spot. So I think you move into a tie with Denver, I think. Yeah. You move into a tie with Denver.
If we get in the top 4, then Steph Curry's got to be in the MVP race.
Steph?
Legitimately.
Depends on that. You know how they do that shit. It depends on what the wins look like.
Because
they're trying to hand it to LeBron like some swan song shit.
Right.
I'm like, he had a better season last year.
You know how this is. I mean, he's probably going to win.
Who's his biggest competition right now?
I don't know.
Because, these writers like storylines.
Joel Embiid?
Yeah, he's like him and Luka, I think, are playing
But
better.
he hasn't played enough. But, that's going to be exciting. We can beat Portland, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about this a little bit. Steph Curry at the end of the Lakers' dominant game against them. Did you hear about this? He was like, basically at halftime, Draymond was like, we can never take nights off. We can never come in with any kind of lackadaisical attitude, essentially, because teams are looking to not just beat us, but beat us good. Like, teams want to annihilate us. Even though we're a couple years removed from our dominance, it wasn't that long ago.
And it was a short season, too, so you have to look at that aspect of it.
And
they were beating you without,
Steph wasn't there. Now that Steph's there, who was the engine of that whole thing, and the shimmying.
Face of the franchise.
And
the baby face of the franchise.
Yeah. Do you think that's true, or do you think it's like, no, teams just come and try to win and you're not that good?
No, they get up for the Warriors, I believe, because for how many years have the Warriors been one of the top teams? Maybe 6 years now.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like you got a target on your back. Not as big as a champion or anything like that.
Right, but
that target is still there.
Right. They want to.
They're still mad at a Durant move.
Right. Well, I guess I think so too. I think that.
But Draymond would be saying that if you guys were perennial losers. He's one of those fired up all the time guys.
Right. No, but I think he's right. I think people do want to just hand it to us. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I guess that was quicker than I thought it'd be. I also saw.
He's like, Derrick, I disagree with Draymond. No, I think he's right. I think you still have a bit of a target.
Teams come with an edge because they just want to beat up those because they have so much fun playing too, and it's not like Richard Jefferson was like all that stuff that Steph does, the shimmying and the high five. If you did that stuff in the '90s, you could beat up.
Man, Richard Jefferson needs to shut the fuck up. Get no beat up. It's always been like it's part of basketball. Like Mark Jackson used to do shimmy before Steph.
Right.
When he was playing with the Knicks, man. It's like
I love
Reggie Miller used to do that kind of shit too. But it's part of basketball. Like, oh, in your face, type
Right.
shit. Like it's nothing new, and Richard knows that. He just, I don't know.
Another interesting thing that came up this week. A lot of articles after that. After James Wiseman finally, went head to head with LaMelo. People are like, did the Warriors make a mistake drafting Wiseman over LaMelo Ball?
Not yet. I'm saying like. The fact that that Wiseman and Looney got hurt, and then you had no bigs, proves that Wiseman he's the best big in the draft.
Right.
Now, if Obi Toppin was playing better, then you might have a question because he's another big. Like, what you gonna do with another point guard on that team?
I don't know. Not play Brad Wanamaker.
So you bring Melo off the bench.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know if they made a mistake. Not yet, anyway. Now, if things progress, like if Wiseman, God forbid, gets a major injury and then he's out of the league and Melo flourishes, then you can say that. But, like, right now, no.
Right now, no.
These motherfucking sports writers want something to talk about.
Right. I agree. Well,
Just
okay.
something to scream about.
Sorry, second thing went by very fast. All right. Well, I guess we could talk about some Niners.
They trying to get rid of pretty boy Jimmy.
Dude, I don't know what Jimmy.
Some dude said they're going to cut him. Like, what?
What, and just eat all that money?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know why they hate him. I think it's because he's beautiful, man.
He's
come
hot
up
and
against
he
the same
wins.
things.
What else
man.
do you want?
I come
in a
up
quarterback?
against the same things, man. People hate on me because I'm gorgeous.
Well, what I recently saw is that the who is it? Not the Dolphins. The Panthers. Who has Teddy Bridgewater? The Panthers.
Oh, the Panthers, yeah.
Like, they're talking about Teddy Bridgewater and their pick.
And the Panthers pick.
Their pick. They have the 8th pick in the draft.
What do the 49ers have?
I don't know. I
It's
think
not
12.
that much further than 8.
Yeah,
Because we were
but
trash too.
but I think they want Justin Fields or something,
So we're gonna.
or Trask or something like that. I don't know.
Why wouldn't we take just another good player on their team other than Bridgewater? Because we're gonna have Bridgewater. Oh, so we can sit Fields and play Bridgewater.
Right.
But I think Fields might fall in our lap. I'll definitely take him as an insurance policy.
Yeah, we need a better.
And he might
backup.
end up being better than Jimmy, possibly.
So it's hard to say with that win record. I do think that I want to see like just a little bit more of Jimmy, because the one season that he played for us, we went to the Super Bowl. I think he got to give, and he was injured last year. I know he's injury prone,
Yeah.
but give him one more shot at least, right?
So what he's had one full season.
One full season, and we went 16-3.
And then I guess when we made that trade for him, he didn't get hurt, and we didn't lose any games. I think it was a softer part of the schedule, but he still won them all.
Right.
And then gets hurt early against the next season.
Right.
And the full season, he only lost 3 games, bro. So my thing with him, they talk a lot about performance, but my thing with him is the injury prone shit is the problem.
Right.
So we definitely need another backup. And if we can grab one as good as Justin Fields in this draft, I say get him.
Right.
Even if we can't get him, we got to find somebody.
Right. Right. I know. I don't know. I hope they do something, because our team's too good to not make another run for it right now.
Yeah. But we got to stay healthy. Jimmy and everybody else needs to stay healthy.
The only person that
I need to look for some Bosa clips online, see if he's getting jacked.
Right.
See if he's angry about missing last season.
The only quarterback that I'd be willing to part with Jimmy for at this point is Deshaun Watson. I'd say go for it.
I give up a lot of pieces for Deshaun.
Yeah, I'd give up a lot. I would give up a lot.
But I think you're right, man. It's Deshaun's the only one I would take straight up for Jimmy. But you have to give up some pieces. But who else? It's fucking
I'd give up
Teddy Bridgewater is.
I'd give up Nicky Bosa for Deshaun.
God damn, I don't want.
I wouldn't want to, but wouldn't you?
Yeah,
we know
you
that
kind of got to. Quarterback is so important.
It's so
man.
important.
But after quarterback,
I'd
what's,
give up.
what's more important after quarterback is probably an edge rusher.
All right, then. Okay, fine. I'd give up Fred Warner. I know it's hard. It's hard, Derrick. It's hard.
You probably could find a linebacker. I don't know. Fred's like a hybrid, man, because he played safety in college. So he's faster than most middle linebackers.
He's all over the field.
And he's getting huge. Last year he looked like maybe 5-10% bigger.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And our defense was still relevant even with all these injuries because he was just running all around all the field. Like Nicky Bosa is great, but he's also injury prone. Yeah. And
I didn't know he got hurt in high school too. I knew about the injury at Ohio State.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he had a major injury in high school, Ohio State, and then second year with us. So I might get rid of him instead of Fred. Right.
Also, he's a Trump supporter. No, I'm joking. But
what? Trump still has support.
But anyway, yeah. So I don't know. It's a tricky thing.
Would you rather keep both those guys, or give up one and lose like a couple of firsts? Because the way it's going now, if Houston keeps him beyond the draft, what they can get for him is going to drop.
Why?
Because they're gonna
because teams are gonna get other.
Yeah, because like before the draft, you can get more draft pick capital. I'm thinking.
Right.
And then you have to wait a whole year, and then people like, why would I spend all this draft capital if he wants to get out regardless?
Right.
And I think Deshaun, he's willing to sit out. I'm thinking
if the worst that we do is just having Jimmy, then I think it'll still be good.
Oh, yeah.
I think we can still turn a lot of heads.
We'll be fine.
Yeah,
we'll be fine. I think we got to stay healthy.
Right. Which I think we can.
And please, God, don't put little Nick Mullins back on the field
ever again.
Ever again. I like Nick. He's a good guy, man. Maybe we can give him like a assistant coach position.
A fruit basket. But anyway, future is looking good in the Bay Area though for sports. The Warriors looking good. I mean, I think those wins against the Pacers and the Knicks, those are hard, tough teams. Steph Curry has not been playing great these past couple games. Not been shooting as well as he usually does. So, and we were still able to win. That's just a great sign. We're better than 500, which I think we could be even a lot better than 500 if we didn't drop some of those games.
The injuries, man. I think the injuries really hurt.
Yeah.
Without those injuries, maybe you have like 2 or 3, three, maybe 4 more wins.
Right.
And that's all that's got you outside of the 4th spot.
Right. But either way, the future's looking up. I'm excited. You should be too. And I guess we'll record next week, go over the games. When's the All-Star game? I don't really give a shit.
Sunday, I think. It's usually on Sunday.
I am excited. This will be the first time that LeBron and Steph Curry play on the same team, yeah?
They are?
Yeah, because
Western Steph Conference usually gets the top number, right?
Western Conference.
And then he picks the rest of the team, yeah.
Western Conference. They're both Western Conference players now.
No, what they do now, they get captains. Remember, they've been doing that last couple of years.
I thought it was
the top.
This is how much we don't care about the All-Star game.
I think the top vote getter from the West picks. I think the
top
East and the West top vote getters.
I think the starter 5s for the Western and the Eastern Conference are locked in, and then I think the captains pick the bench. So they can pick from either conference. I think that's how it works.
I thought they were picking the whole team.
I don't know. I don't really care about the All-Star game. I think it's dumb to do it at this time in COVID. It's a shortened season as it is. Like, give these guys a break. Nobody gives a shit about the All-Star break as it is. But that being said, I will probably talk about the All-Star game.
I watched the dunk contest. You don't watch the skills challenge, bro? What is wrong with you?
You are such a child.
I like when they do that bounce pass and they go through the target. I love it. And then the dunk contest, I think Zion is going to be in the dunk contest. I would watch that.
Yeah.
Watch the Incredible Hulk dunking.
Yeah.
Sounds like great basketball shit to me.
Anyway, we'll cover that and all that and more next week. Thank you.
Wait, quick prediction. How many points you think Steph scored in the All-Star game? I'm saying 19 and a half.
I was going to say 20. All right. You're the under 20. I'm the over 20. Let's go. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.